Well, hello there. Welcome to Hanging with the Hags. Well, today Vicki and I had another travel day. We traveled from Lawton, Oklahoma. We were staying on Fort Sill out at Medicine Creek, and we've traveled from there down to Ardmore, Oklahoma. It was about a 2-hour travel day. It was pretty uneventful. Nobody's really much out on the road, and it was a super easy travel day. Before I start talking about this amazing sight and this view here at Lake Murray State Park, I just wanted to share a little bit about our last week. It has been a busy, hectic last 7 days at Fort Sill. We were in the area to visit my in-laws who retired down here in Lawton after my father-in-law got out of the Army in, I think, 1989. And we've been back a few times since there. I'm actually an artillery guy myself, so I do all my training down there. I've been through several times. And so it was really nice to come in to our old stomping ground and visit the in-laws and all of our extended family down here in the Lawton area. We had a great time. We had many of great meals out at Daryl and Ronnie's house. And then we had Steve and Evelyn were over pretty much every day hanging out with us. And Steve just had hernia surgery, so I wish you the best of luck on a quick recovery so that you can get back to work, because Evelyn needs some money, I think. So seriously though, it sounds like the operation went pretty well. And good luck to you, and on to a quick recovery. We also got to see Jerry and his daughter Jenny that are local there. And then my brother-in-law Mike, he drove all the way up from Dallas, Texas, got to hang out with us just for a short visit. Unfortunately, his wife had to make a quick trip out to North Carolina to see her mother, who's not doing well. So, but I really appreciate Mike taking the time and coming up and hanging out with us for the day that he did. And to Wendy, his wife, best of luck on dealing with the family back there in North Carolina. And you're supposed to get some snow here in the next 24 hours. So I hope you have a safe trip back on Saturday. So Lawton, Oklahoma, it was a short 7-day trip. I say short because it just seemed like the days ran together pretty quickly. But it was also a frigid 7 days. I think when we got there, it was about 32 degrees was the high. And then it dropped to nighttime lows in the single digits, 6 degrees, 4 degrees. And that's without wind chill. And we had a couple of days where it was just brutal windy. So we've never had this thing in anything that cold of weather before, nor do we really want to. We're supposed to be chasing the sun, but we decided to take a little detour up here. Oh, look, we're gonna have some neighbors come in, somebody that I can go chat with. I see a fifth wheel pulling in over there. But yeah, had no idea that this Arctic front that was coming in was gonna be so cold. I think the last 2 days, the daytime high was 20, 21 degrees. And although these are insulated, just not to the degree that you would like for that temperature. So anyways, like I said, it was a short 7 days. We did a lot of hanging out at the in-laws' house, a lot of cooking in, and just visiting, which was super cool, just to kind of hang out and be around family. And then, yeah, today started with a bang. I had an old boss of mine, Jack Mashallo, and his wife Tanya, and Jack's mom Ruth came into town to Fort Sill. Jack's son Ethan was graduating basic training, I think tomorrow. And so they were coming in for his graduation. And thanks to Carter Richardson. Hey, brother, I appreciate the hookup. Carter talked to Jack and said, hey, you know, Hag's down there at Fort Sill. And so next thing you know, we link up for breakfast today. So so I appreciate the hookup, Carter Richardson, and it was certainly great to see Jack and his wife Tanya, and kind of just reconnect. I've been retired, I think about 14-15 months officially now, but yeah, it was certainly great to connect up with him and hear what's all going on with his family, and then get to share a little bit about our 2 years of RV life on the road. And so that brings us to this site. Man, what a view. So we are at Lake Murray State Park. It's about 5 miles south of Ardmore, Oklahoma, which I would consider kind of southeast Oklahoma. This is a premium RV campsite. I think premium because I got a cement pad and full hookups. But look at this, like this view, and premium because you're waterfront, certainly. But yeah, what a view. Again, it's pretty chilly. It's probably in the high 20s right now. It's supposed to get down to 13 tonight. That white stuff down there, yeah, that's icicles, probably from the winds the other day. But then on Saturday, I think we're hitting the mid 50s, so that's super cool. We'll be able to get everything thawed out before we head down to Fort Worth. And yeah, this is Elephant Rock Campground. We're in site number 62, and yeah, lakefront site. I could just imagine how crazy this place would be in the summertime with boats and fishing and kayaks. And the water for Oklahoma is unusually blue. I don't know. I have to do some research a little bit. Not too familiar with this lake, but most of the lakes that we drive by are not this color. So, hi there, somebody's flying by. But yeah, beautiful lake. They do have a full marina with, I think my brother-in-law was saying they have boat houses, so we're gonna go check those out tomorrow, do a little look around. We got the Starlink fired up. Got a pretty good view there. I'm loving the Starlink. That's pretty awesome. Keeping us connected with all of my 200 plus viewers. So that's super cool. Anyways, that's about it for now. I'm gonna go inside because it's getting chilly. I think we're just gonna hang out here tonight and have a little bit of soup and some sandwiches for dinner, and then hunker down for tonight, and then hopefully tomorrow will be a little bit nicer. But that's it for now. Not really too much going on. I'll probably share a little bit more of our winter camping experience, maybe some do's and don'ts. We did learn some things for sure over the last couple of days. I think the biggest thing is we don't like winter camping. So anyways, note to self, keep south. But yeah, this Arctic front came through, and yeah, as you know, it's plummeted everybody. So, but we're doing fine. Everybody's good. We're back on the road. We're gonna be here for 2 nights, and then we're heading down to Fort Worth, Texas. We got the Wear Blue Run to Remember. It's one of their signature races down in Fort Worth. So we're gonna hold flags for some veterans and have a grand old time down there for a couple of days, and then we're heading west, heading to White Sands, and then on to Tucson, and then Phoenix. So that's about it for now. Thanks for watching. Oh, here comes my neighbors. I'll do one last view here as they're pulling in. Thanks for watching. Yabba dabba doo. We'll be at a campsite near you.